But Shasta, on the other hand, tournament fourth seed and recently took back second place a little bit after seeding closed.
Yeah,
Shasta
one second behind second. Oh, and Shasta gets the wheel mix right off the bat. That's a very good start for him.
Oh, I'm way far behind.
All right, yeah, Nacho didn't go for it. The wheel mix is a pretty advanced strat. You have 4 frames in a 60 FPS game, so 1/15 of a second to stop the wheel at the right time to get the ability that you want, and so pretty impressive for Shasta pulling that off in a race.
There are some mixes that even not advanced players are going to do, but most of the time their setups, or there's way shorter amounts of time on the wheel, so they're easier than ones like the wheel mix, where you go pretty far in the wheel. I don't do it myself, so I don't know the exact how far.
Right, it's pretty far in, like 14 or something.
Jeez.
Alright, and right here Shasta's gonna get a double star off of these 2 Bronoberts to kill the Poppy Bro in 1 hit. Normally you have to wait a little bit and fight him, and Nacho doing the same thing. And with Wheel, the great thing is that you can drop it at the very beginning, and the star just bounces right back to you at the end of the fight, so you can pick it up perfectly and continue on your way.
You waste a little bit of time in the animation of getting an ability again, but with how much time Wheel actually saves, it does not matter.
Right.
Wheel actually won't stay forever, though. It's useful a lot in the run. However, as you can tell by watching it, you can imagine it's probably not that good on less flat surfaces.
Right.
So, you're gonna see a new ability right when we get into this screen, and it's gonna be Burning, which is much better because you can use it in midair. Well, not better, but like for certain portions, it's better because you can use it in midair, and it's somewhat more controllable.
Yeah, I think the biggest 2 things are there's a mini boss fight that's much easier to do with Burning than it is with Wheel, and then at the end of the world we fight the boss of the world. The final boss of the world, Wispy, with Burning. And doing that with Wheel requires a whole lot of frame-perfect inputs that's only viable in tasks. Oh, and Nacho taking a death.
Yeah, Nacho got
1-3
sniped by a bunch of hotheads. Hotheads are brutal.
Yeah, they're one of the most annoying enemies in the game. They're very good at hitting you with those fireballs.
Yeah, up there with Tornado Joe.
Lori's best friend, Tornado Joe.
I hate Tornado Joe. Miss Shasta's moving on to our first boss fight. First, like, main boss fight, not mini boss. And it's a Kirby game, so guess who it is?
No idea.
It's Wispy Woods.
Never seen this guy before.
I was gonna make a joke saying you might know him as King Gollum, but that's probably better to be with Sniper. Nacho accidentally shooting his Burning.
Yeah, this game's pretty brutal about abilities because every time you take 1 hit, your ability gets knocked away from you, and if you accidentally puff into it or shoot something else at it, the star is destroyed and you can't get it back.
Yeah. Grabbing Needle for now. Really, I think the best thing he can grab without having to re-enter somewhere.
Oh, he misses it though.
Actually, is there a Burning in this room?
Nope, there's not. There's no backup for it.
Oh, there's a Spark.
Yeah, he's gonna have to take Spark though. And he's actually gonna be able to kill Wispy a little bit faster than Shasta did because he has more damage-focused ability. But he's gonna lose time in the stage after Wispy because there's a lot of Burning movement that saves quite a bit of time.
Yeah, you saw it on Shasta's screen. Was using Burning a lot throughout 2-1. 2-2, we're gonna get rid of Burning though.
Yep.
And you'll see why.
Yep.
In a few screens. Yeah, Wispy can't really do much in this game.
Yeah, you kill him before he even gets an attack out on you.
As long as you bring an ability into the fight. So Shasta's gonna set up another double star, going for 2 jump. Very nice. And this mini boss gives you Wheel, so we're gonna want that back for the end of 2-2.
This is a very wheel-centric room here. A lot of rooms in this game are very obviously designed for for a specific ability.
Yeah. And the game usually gives that ability to you, which I think is good game design.
Yeah, I like it a lot because it makes it so that a lot of those abilities do end up actually being the fastest. It helps balance them out pretty well.
Yeah, this is a remake of Kirby's Adventure, which is the first Kirby game to feature copy abilities at all. So maybe that could be the reason why. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably is, because I guess they probably wanted to show off all their new stuff.
Yep. I think it's the second Kirby game in general, Adventure. Of course,
Yep.
Dreamland we had a tournament for over the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And leaking early
Shasta's
parts
in
of
the
the
first Meta Knights arena. And what he's doing here, he got rid of Wheel, intentionally damage boosted to get rid of it. And he did that arena very quickly without any ability at all. Because doing it with an ability would actually be a fair bit slower, because normally hitting those guys takes a couple hits to get rid of them.
I think that was a gold sound. Shasta, one of his favorite games, and also a game he runs, is Wario Land 4, so that's where that comes from. Yeah, that was a gold split on 2-3 from Shasta, apparently. One thing you might notice is Nacho didn't do a double star, but that right before the Grand Wheelie in 2-2, you get Spark. So it can still be a quick deal.
Yep, he had a pretty solid fight.
Struggling a little bit with movement. Nacho still getting through all right. And very nice ending of 2-4 from Shasta. Yeah, Shasta's been doing great so far.
Yeah, this is a very strong showing from him in these first couple worlds. I don't think I've seen him make a mistake yet.
Nothing notable, at least. Yeah, geez.
It's that quick cannon jump.
Absolutely. Let's see, Nacho. Oh, looks like Nacho almost kind of did some sort of instinct move on the arena, but then realized, oh, that's not right. Alright, there we go. Pretty good arena. Pretty interesting strat there.
Not going for World 2 Wheel, big mistake. Yeah, there is a very new strategy where people try to keep Wheel through the 2-3 arena, but that's real difficult and not many people have learned it so far. So I'm not too surprised to see Shasta opting for the normal, the tried and true strats during a race.
Of course. Although, even if, you know, Shasta's not making big mistakes, this game has big mistakes in it. Like Paint Roller, the boss of Ice Cream Islands here.
Biggest mistake. Oh,
yep.
It's a little bit too
losing
quick.
high jump. So high jump actually has like two. I want to say it's the ability itself has two hitboxes you can reach with an enemy, and one does more damage than the other. So you want to make sure you're doing good to be in the boss's box to get the best damage possible. Shasta had a little bit of trouble there, but Paint
Still with
Roller
a
again.
Really solid Ice Cream Island exit time.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
I think
That's
it was
like
something
probably
like
the
8 or
only thing
9.
that's went wrong so far.
Right, yeah.
Very nice.
Great TikTok fight.
Can you like consistently get that flamer to jump? I need to do that.
Yeah. You pretty much just have to jump at the very beginning of that screen. Some people have said that it's easier if you hit the ceiling, but I haven't noticed a difference.
Yeah, because I always struggle there, because he does not jump for me.
Yeah, I remember Shasta used to actually have that problem, but he just wasn't jumping high enough. Oh, Nacho accidentally mixes ball there instead of getting a wheel.
Yeah, it can happen if you're a little bit too slow on inhaling there, or getting to the point where you'd like to inhale. Fortunately, there's enough wheels that you really shouldn't have a problem getting the ability, and you can still respawn enemies.
Shasta's in one of the most infamous levels of the game, especially
3-2.
the earliest one, that is. It's because of a mini-boss fight coming up at the end, which he drops high jump and grabs sword for.
Yeah. Many people that watch my stream know my hatred for this guy. This is Bugsy.
Yep, this is our good friend Bugsy.
Nobody's friend.
Shasta
That was
misses
really
one
good.
swing, but otherwise has a very clean fight. It's very easy to get grabbed by him. He moves around randomly, and when he grabs you, he can do a random throw. If he does a down throw, he slams you against the ground
Like 10
an
times.
absurd amount of times, and it wastes a lot of time.
and all your
Feels
bones
pretty
are
awful.
broken. Nacho taking a hit against Paint Roller, but looks to be in a pretty good hitbox. That was very good.
Yep,
I
gets
think
some
that
good
was better than Shasta's Paint Roller. But of course, everything else that's happened in the run still a decent bit behind.
Yep. Yeah, Shasta's just playing very, very strong.
Getting through 3-3 like nobody's business. 3-3 is really just non-existent.
Yeah. World 3 is really interesting because every other stage is a very difficult, often RNG heavy stage, but then the ones in between are like almost nothing.
Why have I never thought of sliding into the flamer? Oh my goodness, I'm big dumb. Shasta's heading into the second of 5 Meta Knight arenas in this game.
There's a couple of different strategies for this one. He's
this
going
one
for
in
the one most
particular.
people do now, which is the keep high jump one.
Yeah, pure high
Most
jump
arenas
is
we do
what I think people
powerless,
call it.
but this is one that is actually faster to keep an ability through.
Yeah, and Shasta really showed that off. That was
Yeah,
a
he did
really
it
good
perfect.
3-4.
Yeah, that's a very tricky arena to get.
It is.
And then he moves on to 3-5, which is, like I said, every other stage is kind of nothing. This one's just grab an invincibility candy, go through a couple of rooms, and then beat up Bonkers while you're still invincible, and then you're done.
Yeah.
It
Not
can be a
even.
little bit tricky if you lose high jump because you won't be able to beat him before your candy runs out, but
Yeah, you need
as
high
long as you
jump.
keep it, you should be fine.
There is a museum after 3-4 that unlocks that allows you to just get high jump for free if you want to take the time to go there, which usually you do.
Yep. Ooh. Shasta getting that first Crash Bomber really well. That's a very tight window to get it. And Nacho's fighting Bugsy. Saw he got thrown once. He's still got 2 health.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
doesn't jump far enough away and he's on 1 health.
Bugsy should be spawning bugs here.
He's gonna try to play it pretty safe. As safe as he
Understandable.
can, so he doesn't die. And he
All
takes
right.
it. Alright.
Takes
Makes
through
it
the room.
And Shasta's in a dark room where they've got quote-unquote invisible blocks that you definitely can't see.
You can see him. And now we're heading into the next boss right after this victory dance here. Nacho doing a soft reset to get health back. That's a valid strategy. You lose your ability in the process, though, so you can't always do it. You can talk about this boss.
Yep. This is Mr. Shine, Mr. Bright. Shasta guesses that Moon is going to come down first, gets it wrong, but, you know, properly representing the Moon crew as he should.
There you go.
It's another one where you gotta stand pretty close to him to get the best high jumps. And their hitboxes are actually kind of deceptive. You can stand pretty far inside of them, so new players will often stand too far away and not get the strong hits.
There we go. Nacho getting the high jump that he's looking for.
Yeah, that room that Nacho is in, it does eat quite a few inputs. And Shasta with a
lot of
really
things eat
excellent
inputs
butter
in this
building
game.
exit.
Oh, yeah. 1251. Using UFO here. From what I've heard, this is not the fastest strat, so it's pretty interesting.
This is the old strat that people went for. The new one is to keep high jump through that room. And I thought Shasta had learned that one, but
I usually lose high jump immediately.
maybe his muscle memory kicked in.
Maybe. Maybe it's, you know, it's a race setting.
Maybe felt it was safer.
Nacho struggling a little bit here, but not losing high jump yet. Just need to get rid of that one guy. There we go. That wasn't too bad. You know, still has high jump, so that's good.
Yep, keeps high jump and doesn't die. Those are the 2 most important parts of that stage.
Struggling to get in the door. That door sucks, because a lot of times you can fail to get indoors. But in this screen, it's hard to land, and there's an upward wind, so...
Yep.
It can be hard to get back
pretty
into the doors
notorious in this
possible.
game as well. Because there's only one tile of the door that's actually active. The bottom tile of each door is it. So if you're not... You can be touching the door, but missing that tile, so... it's very tricky to get indoors.
Very nice double Poppy Bro from Shasta.
Great fight.
Takes Spark in 4-2. And Nacho is about to head into... I don't even remember. 3-6.
Stage Shasta's in right now is pretty straightforward, not too difficult. One, I guess it's not really new anymore, but sort of new strat is to grab high jump here, drop spark.
Yeah. Right after these 2 Bronto Burts, there's a high jumper.
And it's a pretty easy strat, but sometimes you mess it up and get hit like that.
Just like that.
Yep. And that's not too big of a deal. It's only a 2-second time save, mostly from this room, where you would just use 2 high jumps to get up there instead of doing the slow float.
Nacho got hit by the shot, so...
Oh,
and
shoot,
entered the door while trying to float to get his ability back. That's not good.
Dang. But there is a backup high jump in the room after this one, fortunately.
Yep. And a lot of health, which is good.
Oh, backup high jump's flying away from him.
Trying not to kill it with the puff, kills it with the puff.
Oh, did Shasta go for 4-4 wheel? I think he did.
So.
I think he missed the mix.
Didn't get it. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a mix that saves, I believe, around 5 seconds if you get it. But
yeah.
it's another one that's pretty tough, and the 1-1 wheel mix is a lot safer to go for generally when doing like PB attempts, because you can just reset the beginning of the game over and over again. But
here you're over a third
16
of the way
minutes into the game, so it's not a point that you want to be resetting on. Nacho doesn't guess, and Moon comes down first. And Nacho's done with World 3. And Shasta's picking up another unique ability, Throw. This is the only time we see it in the game. It's because they made this room the perfect showcase for it. Have to throw blocks.
Yep.
And it also helps with the next arena coming up in the following stage.
Yep, 4-5 is going to be our third Meta Knight arena.
Nacho takes a death on the laser ball right at the end of the room.
I've just started giving human names to things I don't know. Like, there's Tornado Joe already. But, like, there was the high jump guy in 3-6, and I almost called him, like, High Jump Billy.
High Jump Billy? Oh, that's great. You need to name all of the enemies in this game, because you're on a roll with it. Shasta, meanwhile, showing why Throw is good in this. Each star that you grab with Throw acts as a double star instead of a single star, so you can use it to kill multiple enemies at once, and that's why it speeds up this arena.
Yeah.
Laser Larry.
Laser Larry. Thanks, Quill.
Shoutouts to Quill. He's great.
Quill and I just scheduled our race together for next week, so
That's gonna
I'm going to lose that one. Nacho.
Oh, Nacho is gonna get some kind of mix. Okay, no, he's just gonna
choosing not
he's gonna
to
play it safe. He doesn't want to accidentally get sleep or something.
Nah.
Shasta dealing with the RNG frogs in this room, only getting screwed over by one of them. And he's gonna take sword for the next mini boss fight, which is TikTok. We've seen him before.
I think he's not blue last time we saw him though.
Alright, yeah, I think he was yellow in 2-4. Anti-shoutouts to my sleep mix. Just had a little bit of trouble getting in that door, because for some reason sometimes when you go off of a ladder, it doesn't let you enter doors. It just shoots you above it.
Shasta grabbing high jump here. Nacho struggling a little bit, but now the two Poppy Bros are close to each other, which can be really good for Spark.
He's only got 1 health though.
Oh no!
Jumps through his Spark. He's gonna have to refight them. Oh, he does not re-grab Spark. That was probably an accident.
I think it was an accident. He almost double-starred on the Poppies, actually. Like with the bombs.
Unfortunately, a double star doesn't even one-shot them. That's why we don't go for it. Oh, and he's gonna take a game over, it looks like. Yeah,
I didn't realize he was at no lives.
Oh, that's rough.
That's really rough. Shasta's headed into Yogurt Yard.
Yep, Shasta made it through, still on pretty dang good pace.
Yeah.
I didn't see what the exact exit time was, but it was very, very good. I think it was sub 1930.
It was sub 20 in the...
Definitely sub 20. 4-2 is also kind of a long stage for Nacho to redo. That stinks.
Mm-hmm. It really is, but it happens. Coming into 5-2. Which almost puts Shasta a whole world ahead. A whole world ahead. Nacho just finished 5-2, sorry, 4-2. So, not.
And I believe Shasta's shown off ball for the first time in the run. This is a really, really fun ability. It does the most damage in the game, but it's super weird in the way it controls. Definitely very unorthodox. It falls very fast, though, so we're going to see him use it to drop quickly here. And we'll see it used to just obliterate a mini-boss coming up here.
Yeah, the main thing you have to keep in mind is that Nacho does not Nacho, Shasta doesn't want to be on the ground or at the peak of his jump when in a hitbox, because he will take damage if that's the case.
Yes.
We saw Nacho attempt 4-3 high jump here and didn't get it.
I feel like I jinxed both of them by saying it wasn't too hard.
Well, you can't jinx me, I'm not going for it.
Alright. Cosmic brain strats.
So, 5-3, you noticed. Immediate high jump grab into immediate wheel grab.
Yep, both sections of the level very well designed for their abilities.
Yep, except for this part.
Right, this part you gotta take a couple of jumps. And this final room is designed for Parasol, but I don't think they tested it, because floating with Parasol doesn't really work very well. Faster to actually keep wheel through there, and Shasta did a really good job with that.
Oh no! Nacho lost wheel.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. This room is really annoying if you don't do it, like, perfectly.
Yep.
Shasta taking burning, because aerial movement here. However, it's gonna get tossed because... Oh my goodness. That was scary. 5-4 does have our fourth of the Meta Knight arenas. We'll see how he does.
Oh. The Knight blocks his first one, but otherwise he's backing up very well.
Yeah, that was a really good backup. Beam!
Takes beam accidentally instead of throw.
Yep, and Shasta gets ball here.
He's going for ball swag.
Gets it.
And ball swag is free, by the way. Everyone should go for it.
And that's Rock's Climb, I think it is?
Yep. And then more falling with ball.
Max Tomato. Nacho's gonna grab that before the arena. Not a bad idea, especially when powerless. Lost throw at the end of 4-4.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he does. Powerless.
Shasta taking ball into 5-5 here. Just jumped right in between the cannon shots. Okay.
Yep, there is a timing for that.
I don't know this.
The safe strat is to do a ball into it, or just to wait.
I just wait. I can't ball into it for some reason. Nacho getting through the arena. Good to do a good thing for ball here. Not only a bunch of falling in the previous level, but also another mini boss to just destroy. And then take burning again.
Exactly. Yeah, that... I love watching bosses just get destroyed by ball.
It is.
And there's this room that I'm not sure what the developers wanted you to have.
Wheel, obviously.
They're very unclear about what ability they want you to have in this stage.
Maybe Parasol?
Could be.
What about, Triple Star Cane? Not even in this game.
Nacho's going into the TikTok fight with only 1 health. This is really risky. Oh, he takes a death. This is a really slow, powerless fight.
It is. So Shasta's gonna be doing another mix here. This one is actually the first ability in the wheel, though. So he just has to like hold A as he presses down, and the mix is guaranteed. Hammer's really good for Heavy Mole.
Yep. There's again, another slightly more advanced strat where you can mix for ball to save a couple seconds. But
Don't even think about it.
It's a much more difficult mix, and definitely very rarely gone for.
So yeah, Shasta's into Orange Ocean.
This is a pretty tricky world.
It is.
Some runners have more trouble with it than the final world, even, I know. So we'll see how well Shasta's able to get through it.
Nacho's struggling a little bit in the 4-6 dark room.
Yeah, this room's got a pretty nice set pattern to get through it, but if you make one mistake, it throws everything off.
Absolutely, and with Nacho losing sword in there, it's no wonder why that was a bit of a struggle. Now if I were Nacho, what I would do is soft reset right here before Krakow.
Yep, that's a pretty common
wow,
reset point.
I was right. Yeah, you do get high jump right at the beginning of Krakow, so...
Yep. Shasta's going to try to keep burning all the way through this stage, because there's 2 different strategies. One is to grab burning, or to keep burning through this stage, and to wheel mix in the next stage. But the less advanced strat is to take this tornado here, and keep it all the way through the world instead.
6-3 wheel.
Yep.
Oh! That's not good.
It's not too much time lost, but he is on very good pace. I wonder if how he is compared to PB right now. Losing Burning's gonna hurt a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Nacho makes it through Krakow pretty well, looks like. Alright, he's coming up on the setup now. And he nails it, nice. Now, the hardest part of this strat is this Bonkers fight. Because fighting mini-bosses with wheel in this game is pretty difficult. As you can see, Bonkers is not being very nice to him, staying near the corner and attacking quite a bit.
Yeah, when you're turning is when you're vulnerable as wheel.
Yep. So, basically, the closer they are to the corner, the less you can do to damage them without getting hit. So, ideally, we want Bonkers to stay near the middle and to not jump over the attacks. Shasta got hit a couple times there, not a very good Bonkers fight, but makes it through with wheel and with enough health that he should be okay for the rest of the world. Oh, makes it through that tiny little gap there. Unfortunate. Oh, Nacho takes a hit. He might lose ball here. Alright, he's able to recover it, fortunately.
Yep, so,
Oh,
struggling a little bit. That is not good. We're fine.
Alright, he paused a little bit just to make sure that he didn't accidentally destroy wheel.
Yeah.
Because I would have lost him quite a bit of time. Yep, the plan is for Shasta to keep wheel all the way through until the 6-6 mini-boss fight.
Yep. Well, not... Well, okay, yeah, mini-boss fight. I'm stupid.
There's a little bonk wheel there at the end. Fancy stuff. I'm not sure if it saves time, but it looks cool. And that's what's worth everything.
I wanted to look up Shasta's pace, but
yeah,
everything is happening all at once in my life, and now...
He's doing pretty well. And this room is one of the ones that possibly the most time saved from wheel. It seems like it's designed for it, even though they don't give you wheel there. Meanwhile, Nacho in 5-3, which, as you said before, is a very heavily wheel designed stage.
Yep.
And now Shasta's entering one of the toughest rooms in the game. These UFOs are all random, and they can give you a whole lot of trouble, smack you, make you lose your ability, but he actually gets through without getting hit at all.
Yeah, that was really nicely done.
Very strong. And we just need one Frosty to give you an ice block so that you can do that double star that kills both of them at once. And
Yep.
you're just gonna get through this room, and one more room, and then the final arena, which is an ice physics arena, so it's quite a bit difficult.
Yeah.
He's got 2 health, so he's probably gonna soft reset before the next boss. Ooh, 1 health. That's definitely a soft reset.
Mm-hmm.
Nacho actually dropping burning and re-getting it. Again. And this is Meta Knight. He's very mean, he's random, he moves around a lot, hits you, and blocks your attacks. Shasta gets a pretty dang good pattern from him, though.
Alright, so... I don't know what Shasta's PB is like in terms of end game, but right now he's currently 20 seconds behind it.
Yeah, I think he lost too much time in World 6, probably.
Yeah, that was probably a big...
But he's still having a very good run. This is on low 39 pace for sure.
Yeah. Gonna go for another mix here. Another one where you can hold A and get it first frame. Here we want ball.
Yep, this is a very important mix because of the next stage. Talked a couple about infamous stages like 3-2, but
3-4.
7-2 is definitely the worst in the game.
It's a mini boss rush.
The gauntlet. First up is Bonkers. Also, most of the mini-bosses before took 2 hits with ball. All of these take 3 hits, which makes it... And their patterns are all random.
Yep. Fairly nice fan. Got the pattern you're usually looking for. And with
Bugsy, got the good pattern. Alright. And Fan and Bugsy are the 2 most difficult ones, so making it through those is always good.
Yeah, and then there's Fire Lion.
Yep, Fire Lion's the last one. He should be fine for that. Ooh,
Very nice.
He had to stop ball really early there, or else he accidentally would have killed Fire Lion. That was
that
a really,
happen.
really good timing there. Good stuff, Shasta.
That was a really good 7-2. Nacho entering 5-6 here.
The game also knows that 7-2 is really difficult because it just gives you a ton of 1-ups and then a full health.
Max tomato. Yeah, right at the end of it.
It's like it's apologizing for throwing
It's
that
not
at
enough.
you.
So yeah, now into 7-3, which can also be pretty annoying. You really want to make sure you keep burning here.
Shasta with a really fast Diamond Room strat. That was impressive. This is kind of similar to 1-4 and 3-5, just a place where you use candy and then use your ability to get through as fast as you can to get to the end of the stage before your candy runs out. Not just struggling a little bit with the setup for the hammer mix. There you go, he takes it. Shasta getting hit and losing burning, but that's not a big deal because
You usually
these
toss
clock
it here.
rooms are... These first 2 clock rooms are also random, and the balls and the pigs are both mean to him. 2 after it have set patterns, though, so should be able to get through them without getting hit every time, in theory. And he does both of them well. Now he's going to grab Spark here.
Goes for the slide, which can be risky.
Yeah, that slide is pretty difficult. You have to do it at the right spot, or else you'll go too far off and probably die, actually, because if that Sparky knocks you into one of the holes, you have so much hit lag that you end up dying from it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have seen kill many runs.
Some enemies with hit stun, like, that leave you, like, shocked or burned, you have to wait a very long time. It's usually, like, the number of bounces on the ground you have to do. And a lot of places don't give you, like, space.
Yep, and now Shasta taking Spark through to kill this wheelie really quickly. He's going to go through the wind tunnel, which seems like it's designed to make you lose wheel after it gives it to you, because it's a really tricky part of the stage to get through.
Doing very nice on it, though.
He does perfect. Gets through it well, which is good because having wheel in 7.6 saves a heck of a lot of time over not having it. I noticed Nacho take a death there in that room.
Took one right at the end of the last room of 6-1.
Yeah, unfortunate. And this is the very last stage of the game that Shasta's in right now. After this, you've just got DDD and then your final boss fight against Nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and the Kabu's nice to him. That Kabu right there on Shasta's screen can be really, really mean and knock your wheel into the spikes.
It can, and it's
one
not
of the
fun.
last places where a run can die to RNG.
Yeah. Here gonna do another mix. Gonna attempt one at least. This time the ability is the second in the wheel, so you can't quite hold it, but it's very soon after. And that's just because we're gonna come up to the start of the end of the game.
Nacho losing Tornado right away. He's gonna have to go through World 6
Shasta
powerless.
got lost earning. But here, DDD.
Alright. Gets a good pattern at the start from DDD. Doesn't quite get the fast setup right.
Doesn't get the kill, but can just spit all at DDD.
Oh, I didn't even notice he went in with 2 health.
Went in with 3.
Unfortunately, your health gets refilled after you beat DDD.
Yeah, once you get into Orb.
Nacho mixes laser to fight. Oh no, he just drops it, doesn't even want to bother. Gonna go with a powerless fight. Now Shasta's on the Nightmare Orb, which is a lot of mashing, a lot of sticking to him, and knowing what his star patterns are to try to avoid them. Shasta has really good orbs normally, so yeah, we're seeing right now a really impressive orb fight.
Usually I can be on a fast orb, but by the end I've taken like 3 or 4 hits.
Yeah, it's really tough to do that. Now we're on the final boss fight, the second phase of Nightmare, which has a set pattern every time. He's a real pushover.
Yeah.
We're gonna see Shasta make quick work of him. Not your
if you're at low
setting,
HP,
probably
this
a good
can be
call.
kind of scary, but Shasta is at more than enough HP.
Yeah.
No, Marx is a boss from Kirby Superstar.
Yeah, this is Nightmare. Marx is a difficult boss. Nightmare's just a pushover.
Mm-hmm.
And one last hit left for Shasta. Looks like a 39:08 on his timer. That is an amazing time.
That
Great race time. 20 seconds off of his personal best. And
yeah.
That's, you know, what, 31 seconds off of world record?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very impressive race time. GG, Shasta.
So we might see Shasta in for an interview. I'm not sure. But meanwhile, Nacho, unfortunately, decides to quit once Shasta finishes.
Yeah, he was not having a very good run, especially losing Tornado that early in World 6 probably hurt a lot.
It was insanely unfortunate, but sometimes it just happens. This game is insanely brutal.
Yeah, it's a tough game. Very, very unforgiving.
Alright, it looks like Shasta might be coming in here in a second. We need to send the invite link. Let's go.
Yep. Shasta had a really good run. Very close to PB.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yes, definitely.
There you are. Hello.
Very close. Hi, thank you.
I would ask how do you feel about that, but I think I already know the answer.
I feel pretty good.
Yeah. It was really good.
So like I was actually on my best pace ever out of 2-4, I think. I've never been like a second ahead out of there. And then I messed up paint roller, so
of course. Paint roller.
Yeah, paint roller's a jerk. It was my own fault though. I was a little bit off my positioning when I faced him, but it happens.
A lot of bosses have funky hitboxes.
I mean, in this case, I got hit twice by him, and it was still an 809, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really, really strong World 2 exit, especially with a mistake like that.
Yeah, I had a really good World 3 as well.
Yeah, I messed up 3.
Yeah,
I messed up 3-6 a bit, but like
really good.
I messed up 3-6 a bit. But if I also guessed correctly, it would have been like I would have made like no mistakes in that world pretty much that happened. The only bad part was just Bugsy was being a jerk a little bit, but like it happens all the time, so it's fine.
I mean, you only missed like one sword swing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, still
he
really
pulled away
strong.
like last second. That was good though.
Mm-hmm.
4 for wheel mix, I missed. If I did, and at that point, I was still a second ahead. So like, if I did miss that, I've been on PB pace for a while.
Yeah.
I'm upset myself for messing up 4-6 and Krakow though, because like those are my 2 big time saves in World 4. And I knew if I got those, I've probably been back like closer to being ahead, like at the end of World 5 most likely.
Oh, were you not ahead entering orange?
No, I wasn't. I was plus 3 seconds.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have still been ahead, but then 6-2 turned it around.
Nah,
because you lost burning there.
I have a few seconds to save in 5-5 in my run, but like I messed up the first room a bit.
Oh yeah, no, I noticed that. Yeah, kind of unfortunate when you mess up your best time save.
Yeah, it is what it is though. At very least, my PB has like a bad heavy mole, so I save time there. But
that's always good. I think mine does too.
Yeah, it's a hard boss, or that's not a hard boss. It's just like unpredictable, which is the weird part.
Never mind, my PB golded heavy mole.
Hell yeah!
Although I think there's time save there.
Shout out to no time save.
Break it down a bit more. 6-2. Oh yeah, I lost burning. That's what happened there.
Yeah,
I lost burning at the end, unfortunately.
Yep, losing burning there, and then having a bad bonkers in 6-3 was what I thought did it.
Yeah, it was most of the bonkers, I think, more than anything else. Because like I was plus 6.8 after 6-2, even despite that happening. And then of bad bonkers and the bad last room as well there, which I never like gone through that gap in the last room with wheel before while jumping out of the water. Never done it before, but it happened.
Yeah, that was I noticed that you slipped right through that tiny gap.
It was super weird. But yeah, after that I was like plus 15. I forget what messed up in 6-4.
6-4.
6-4
was. Oh wait,
is cave room and got hit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
And then you took it slow to make sure you didn't get rid of wheel.
Because you almost did. It was kind of scary.
Yeah, that was close.
That room is really scary. Like that's, I've lost a lot of, well, not wheel because I don't do wheel, but I've lost a lot of tornado in that room. 6-4.
Well, in my opinion, it's probably the hardest room in the whole run. It's one of the hardest rooms, at least.
Oh yeah.
It's really tight. It's really tight in general, and really doesn't mess up like so many things in there. Like you have to make the cycles of the Gordos go faster. For instance, so you're not just winging arounds. You have to like get past the Gordo after the bomb block as well too. You kind of have to wait there to lose time, or just go quickly through it. Like it's difficult. There's a lot of precision in that room.
Yeah, I think everything after 6-4, barring taking a hit on DDD, was really, really strong.
It was.
Yeah.
It was really
6-5
good.
through
Really.
7-2.
611 World 7, by the way. I think.
Jeez.
Wait. No, 606. That's what it was.
606. Yeah, that's really good.
That was
That's
really good.
Your
very-
7-2 was incredible.
Yeah, that went well. I've been really good at playing around the bad luck in 7-2 recently.
Yeah, this is good to hear. Because it's a brutal stage.
That's really important to be good at backups.
Oh yeah, it's really hard. You have to have a lot of knowledge to do well on that level in general. That's the most important thing. Like, you gotta know, for instance, that you can like go on the fringe of the bosses sometimes and get hit that way, but yeah, that's very risky at the same time if you do that. You gotta know like when a boss is gonna attack as well too. Because like sometimes if Fan doesn't, sometimes Fan will just jump like right after he like rolls towards me. If you mess up the roll at all, I like I did in my run right there, I can just jump up and just keep bouncing and hope that he jumps, which is what happened there in the end.
Yeah.
I got kind of lucky on that. But yeah.
Fan likes to do that.
You have to know if Bugsy's trying to like creep towards you, then you'll like do the charge at you. You have to know like how to, like, you have to know timing for that as well too. But that's like something you have to feel out over time. I get a bit lucky in my timings whenever I do that, but like it's still really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I have a few
Yeah.
seconds to save on like the last 3 splits. King DD, I messed up in PB a bit, but like the last, my number was really good. It's one of the better ones I've had recently.
Yeah, it was.
That was a very good orb.
And I have 2 seconds on Nightmare for some reason in my PB, so I need to work on that, I think. But yeah,
Could just be like where he spawned, like teleports in on some of those parts where it matters.
yeah, a few of them are like
Is that
that.
2 seconds?
It's
I don't know
all
how much time Nightmare is really.
stuff adds up. Like if you hurt him a little bit, like basically once he explodes himself, like right then is where you lose frames if you don't hurt him immediately. So like all that stuff sort of adds up.
Does your
And, like,
gold wizard have the early hit?
I don't think so. It might. I'm not sure actually.
Because that would probably do it.
That would do it then, yeah. It's a 56.3 for the record. I'm not sure if it's best time, but I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna look it up really quick.
Yeah, we can do that. We've got a
DTT doc?
Yep.
Alright, well, while you do that, I'm gonna drop some links in chat to check out Shasta and
It's a
Nacho.
53?
Both of them are great
55
people.
apparently is the best one.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Well, cool.
I definitely recommend checking out Shasta and Nacho's own streams. And also shoutouts to Jay for joining me today.
Yep. It's been a good race, good time.
Mhm.
And we've got another race coming up right after that with Lori.
Hey, that's me.
That's
yeah,
you.
she's going to be in it, and I'm going to be commentating, so
Hooray.
Yeah.
stick around for
I'm
that.
going up against Pro Hybrid, which is going to be really exciting because we're seeds 15 and 16 respectively.
Ooh. Yeah, it's
So-
exciting then.
I'm
Very
kind of
close
nervous,
PVs.
honestly.
Just get a PB. It's simple, really.
Honestly, it is actually kind of easy.
You say that, then World 7 happens.
Yeah, no. I just have a lot of time save in mind, but I don't know if I'm going to get it.
For sure. I believe in you, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, best of luck. I'm gonna have personally.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I join the
Alright.
commentary. But
And speaking of tournaments, though, one of my best friends. If you're planning to check out Nacho, unfortunately Nacho didn't finish, but later in this week, Nacho is going to be part of the Pac-Man World 2 Grand Finals. So
Ooh, that's where
Even
it
if-
has his name from.
yeah, even if this race didn't go too well for him, big shout outs to him. He's a good friend of mine. I want to be there for him. But I don't have too much else to say about this race in particular. So if you guys have anything you want to mention, go for it.
Kirby is cute.
Kirby is cute.
Yep, Kirby is cute.
That's all I have, though.
All right.
So, yeah.
Jay,
All right, well, thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Stick around. My race is going to stay on this channel. So as soon as I'm done saying what's going to happen, it's going to happen. We're gonna transition right into me versus Pro Hybrid, so
Good luck.
stick around.
Good luck, Lori.